Hey there, fellow movie enthusiasts. Do you remember those days when you curled up on the couch, a bowl of popcorn in one hand, and the remote control in the other, ready to be transported to a world of cinematic wonder? Well, I've got a little time machine for you, and it's set to the year 1966. Can you recall watching the classic movie This Property is Condemned? Ah, those were the days, weren't they? The excitement of discovering the characters, the nail-biting moments, and the enchanting stories that had us all captivated. Maybe you had a favorite character whose journey you followed with bated breath, or a memorable scene that left an indelible mark on your cinematic memory. So, let's reminisce together. Share your cherished memories, your favorite moments, the characters that stole your heart, and the experiences that made watching This Property is Condemned an unforgettable part of your cinematic journey. Now, let's dive into the fascinating world of this iconic movie and uncover some intriguing random facts about it. Let's set the stage for a journey down memory lane and explore the magic of This Property is Condemned. This Property is Condemned, a 1966 movie directed by Sidney Pollack and based on a one-act play by Tennessee Williams, presents a poignant story set in a small Mississippi town during the Great Depression. The film revolves around Alva Starr, played by Natalie Wood, a young woman abandoned by her family, who becomes an alluring yet troubled figure in her community. Her encounter with Owen Legate, portrayed by Robert Redford, a charming and mysterious stranger, sets the stage for a complex and emotionally charged narrative. The film is known for its evocative Southern Gothic atmosphere and compelling character-driven storytelling, with Alva and Owen's tumultuous relationship at its core. The movie's unique style is marked by its rich cinematography, which captures the decaying beauty of the town and the emotional turmoil of its inhabitants. While not a massive commercial success, This Property is Condemned has left a lasting impact on popular culture as a poignant exploration of love, loss, and the human condition. Its enduring appeal lies in its ability to resonate with audiences through its timeless themes and compelling performances. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of classic cinema. In 1966, the movie This Property is Condemned was expected to be a turning point for actress Natalie Wood. She had faced a series of unsuccessful films and aimed to reestablish herself as a serious actress. Unfortunately, the film did not receive the attention it was intended for. Both the public and critics remained largely indifferent to it. Disheartened by this response, Wood withdrew from Hollywood, not returning to the screen for another 3 years. Natalie Wood faced a particular challenge during the movie, a scene where her character had to appear drunk. Struggling to portray the inebriation realistically, she resorted to getting genuinely intoxicated for the scene, hoping it would lend authenticity to her performance. Interestingly, during her discussions about potential directors for the film, Wood mentioned her interactions with various directors. One name that surfaced was Sidney Pollack, a friend of Robert Redford. Although Wood initially didn't recognize Pollack, she interviewed him and ultimately chose him for the job, shaping the direction of the film. In the end, This Property is Condemned didn't live up to its expectations for Natalie Wood, and its reception was underwhelming. Wood's unconventional method for a specific scene and her introduction to Sidney Pollack are intriguing elements behind the scenes of this 1966 movie. Natalie Wood struggled during the troubled production of This Property is Condemned. The 1966 movie This Property is Condemned is often remembered for its tumultuous production. One of the biggest problems was the lack of a finished script when filming began, leading to constant rewrites and improvisation. In an interview years later, Natalie Wood, one of the film's stars, revealed that the actors frequently had to make up dialogue on the spot because the scripted lines were often unusable. This challenging situation created a chaotic and unpredictable working environment for the cast and crew. The film also marked a reteaming of Natalie Wood and Robert Redford, who had previously worked together in the 1965 film Inside Daisy Clover. Their on-screen chemistry added a layer of intrigue to This Property is Condemned, as their prior collaboration had garnered attention and praise. The troubles on set were not the only hardships associated with this production. On November 27, 1965, during the filming of This Property is Condemned, Natalie Wood attempted suicide, adding a dark chapter to the film's history. Her struggles behind the scenes brought a somber and concerning dimension to the making of the movie. In summary, this property is condemned as notable not only for its troubled production, marked by script issues and improvisation, but also for the personal challenges faced by Natalie Wood during its making. The reteaming of Wood and Robert Redford from inside Daisy Clover added a layer of anticipation to the film. It remains a noteworthy piece of cinematic history for these reasons. In the 1966 movie, this property is condemned. Some interesting facts add depth to the film's production. One notable detail involves Natalie Wood, who had to face her fear of dark water during a scene. In a steel water tank meant for cattle, she was unable to perform until her co-star Robert Blake dove under the water. He held his breath and steadied her legs, allowing the scene to proceed. Another surprising tidbit is the age difference between the characters. Kate Reid, who played Natalie Wood's mother in the film, was only 8 years older than Wood. This casting decision highlights the movie's focus on storytelling over strict age accuracy. The film is set during the early Depression era, and while the calendar in the local railroad office reads Friday the 14th of August, it doesn't specify the year. This date combination occurred in both 1931 and 1936. Many aspects of the movie, including Tennessee Williams' original story and the automobiles used, suggest a 1931 setting. However, there's a reference to the film One-Way Passage, which was released in 1932, creating a minor historical discrepancy. These intriguing details shed light on the production of this property is condemned, offering a deeper understanding of the movie's making and setting. The 1966 movie This Property is condemned as set in the early Depression era, but there's a discrepancy in the date. The local railroad office's wall calendar reads Friday the 14th of August, but it doesn't specify the year. This date could be either 1931 or 1936. Many clues in the film, such as the automobiles and Tennessee Williams' original story, point to 1931. However, the characters in the movie watch One-Way Passage, which was released in 1932. This inconsistency makes it challenging to pinpoint the exact year the film is set in. Kate Reid, who plays Natalie Wood's mother in the movie, is only 8 years older than Wood. This age difference between the two actors is relatively small, considering the typical age gap between mothers and daughters in films. Their performances in the movie contribute to the complex dynamics between their characters. While the film may have this historical ambiguity and an intriguing age dynamic between the actors, it remains a notable piece of cinema from 1966, with its own unique charm and appeal. As we bid adieu to our cinematic journey through the hauntingly beautiful landscapes of 1,966 seconds, this property is condemned. I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the powerful impact this film has had on your life. This is not just a movie, it's a timeless masterpiece that touches the very essence of our humanity. What memories does this film stir in you? Is it the captivating performances of Natalie Wood and Robert Redford that linger in your mind? Perhaps it's the evocative storytelling that has left an indelible mark on your heart. Or maybe, like me, you find yourself captivated by the way this movie weaves a story of love and loss against the backdrop of a decaying southern town. Your personal connection to this property is condemned as unique and precious, and I invite you to share your thoughts, memories, or insights with others. It's through the exchange of our perspectives and experiences that the true magic of cinema comes to life. Thank you for joining us on this nostalgic voyage through time and storytelling. Your time and interest are greatly appreciated. So, as we part ways for now, remember that your reflections enrich our collective appreciation of this cinematic gem. And who knows, you might inspire others to rekindle their love for this classic film. Until we meet again in the world of words and stories, keep your cinematic passions alive. And always remember, the magic of this property is condemned lives on in the hearts of those who cherish it.